we have discovered something huge. We have evidence to show you that one of the Omni Kings may turn out to be a villain, and that this upcoming arc may actually be a war among gods. So hola mi gente, my name is Opai Senpai, and if you watched the trailer for the Universe Survival arc, which has over 1 million views on my YouTube channel, you notice that one of these Zenos is red and the other one is blue. But no one knows which one is the present Zeno and which one is the future Zeno. Until now, using science, we have discovered the true Omni King and found out about the fake Omni King. And if you're one of my subscribers and you enable notifications on my channel, then you will be the first person in the world to see the evidence and to discover the truth.
Be the first to learn about breaking news, anime leaks, fan dubs, and in-depth analysis videos. Subscribe to Anime Live Reactions and enable notifications. #Notification Squad.
In episode 41 of Dragon Ball Super, the present Omni King shakes Goku's hand with his right hand. And then Zeno uses his right hand to say goodbye. But then in episode 55, the Omni King starts pulling Goku away with his right hand, and he shakes Goku's hand with his right hand once again. Then Zeno creates the Omni button using his right hand, and later does another handshake using his right hand and once again. And then finally, Zeno waves goodbye using his right hand, so obviously present Zeno is right-handed, which means that his dominant hand is the right hand. So naturally you would assume that the Omni King from the future Trunks timeline is exactly the same as the one from the present, right? Wrong! Because we have evidence to show you that they are in fact opposites and that the future Omni King actually is left-handed. If you go back to episode 67 when the future Omni King appears, you will notice that he extends his left hand towards Goku to point at him. Later in the episode when present Zeno meets future Zeno, you will notice once again that future Zeno uses his left hand to point while the present Zeno uses his right hand to point. And without realizing, Goku understands the difference as he grabs both their hands, their dominant hands, and he locks them together hand in hand, just like the lyrics for the ending theme song say, and I quote, "An angel and a demon are sitting together hand in hand," end of quote. Now, for those of you who don't believe in science, you can make the argument that this was a random choice by the animation team at Toei Animation and that it was not done on purpose. However, I have evidence from episode 77 that's going to completely prove you wrong, and it's going to show you that this was in fact done on purpose. Now notice how episode 77, when both Omni Kings raise their hand, one of them uses his right hand and the other uses his left hand, which means that the one on the right is the present Omni King while the one on the left is the future Omni King. But also, notice that the future Zeno is the one that looks surprised and turns over to look at the present Zeno. That is very strange, but also notice how the future Zeno or the future Omni King on the left has a little shadow in between his Omni symbol, while the present Omni King on the right has no shadow disrupting his Omni symbol. Very, very suspicious, but now this is all very strange and interesting. However, using this evidence, we can now go back to the trailer for the Universe Survival arc and figure out which Omni King could be the evil one and which could be the Zeno of Justice. If we freeze the footage right here, you can see that the Zeno on the left is right-handed and the one on the right is left-handed. And go forward a few more frames and you'll see the same thing. So now, we can confidently say that the Omni King on the left is the present Zeno, while the Omni King on the right is the future Zeno. Now, by looking at the color, you will notice that the present Omni King is blue, which normally signifies trust and justice, while the future Omni King is red, which typically signifies evil and darkness. But now we have even more evidence. As both Zenos cross paths, one of the Zeno actually turns green, which is a symbol of one of them being a fake. And now if you pay close attention, you will notice that the future Omni King, which is the red one, is actually in front of the present Omni King, which is on the back. Having said that, notice how the future Omni King is the only one that is turning green while the present Omni King stays blue. Toei Animation just blew my mind. They have been setting up these little details on purpose as far back as episode 41 with foreshadowing. But hey, that's just a theory, an anime theory. And if you want more potential spoilers and more details that I do not cover in this video, we hired 2 independent translators to translate the full lyrics of the ending theme song for Dragon Ball Super Universe Survival Arc. So I have the link in the description below for you guys to check it out. In the meantime, the last 2 Gods of Destruction have been revealed. Click on the left to see them both and click on the right to see a video that YouTube has chosen for you, and I will see you guys soon.
Subscribe to Anime Live Reactions for more. Share this video with your friends.